Pisces, welcome back to Spirit Speaks Oracle readings. My name is Tessa, for those of you who don't know me. I'm very grateful to have you here with me today. I hope you get a chance to sit down and have a cup of tea with me and relax, and here's some messages from Spirit for you. This reading is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs from May 21st through May 31st. Okay, so first thing this week that's important is Saturn is moving into the fire sign of Aries on the 24th. In this new cycle, focus on discipline and self-control will be very important for you, Pisces. As you're stepping into a leadership role, a lot of you are during this time. This is a good time to build strong foundations in your life, okay, with whatever creative endeavors you're involved in. Not long after that, on the 26th, we have the new moon in Gemini, okay? This is going to bring about a new perspective, a new way of seeing things. This is a good thing to view your current situation through at every angle, not just, your point of view or how you see things, but look through all the angles at your particular situation right now. And since Gemini is ruled by Mercury, communication is going to be a big part of the end of May here, okay? So your words, your ideas, pay attention to your words. That's going to be important. Make sure that the words you speak and think and write are on the highest vibration possible, okay? Really put some thought into what words you choose to speak, because these particular words are going to bring forth things for you, okay? So make them positive. All right, Pisces, let me sip a little tea here and grab the first deck for you. I'm going to be using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. We will see what spirit animal would like to guide you through this week. Okay. The Wombat Spirit. Be at home. Okay? What a cute little card. A little fuzzy wombat. Be at home. And there's a beautiful ornament up on the top of the head there. Okay? Be at home. Looks like maybe an emerald, a green gem of some sort. Could be jade. And then the number 68 is at the top of this card. That could be an angel number you can check into to clarify the message of this card. Okay, so the Wombat Spirit says, burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat Spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. That is so true. It says you need to do this by accepting all your experiences without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life, with your family and tribe. Absolutely. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with Spirit. Okay? So you got to get comfortable in your own skin, Pisces, okay? Be at home. Make sure that your well-being is taken care of, okay? There's a protection message around this. I'll read that for you as well. It says, could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin? Thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity you created to protect yourself from getting hurt? That could be the situation for a lot of people out there, okay? But Spirit wants you to always be authentic, be true to yourself, no matter if it goes against the crowd. Your authentic self is what the world needs, okay? This mask or persona is supposed to make you look strong, but it really just robs you of your integrity. Wombat spirit arrives to nudge you to drop the false masks, because it is not others who will hurt you now. It is you who are hurting yourself when you aren't being authentic. It's okay though. You can course correct if you are willing to be yourself no matter what comes. Even if others are not in agreement with your authenticity, you are safe with spirit. Okay? So yeah, like I said, if it goes against the crown, it doesn't matter. Spirit is with you. If you stick to that and you be your true self, home sweet home is always available to you. Okay, Pisces, let's see what else Spirit has for you this week. I am going to use the Spirits of the Woodland Tarot deck, and I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck for you. And let me see what those are. And the third. Okay. Okay, Pisces, the first card in this deck is the 7 of Swords. And that's some pretty imagery to me. That looks like a little, like minx, maybe? Meerkat, something like that. In this forested area with these morel mushrooms around and these beautiful fireflies. And I'm getting the idea of like sneaky little minx. I know that the 7 of Swords in traditional tarot is typically when you're kind of getting away with something. You have an opportunity to share with others, but maybe you're not. Maybe you have knowledge and resources that you are keeping to yourself right now, Pisces. If that's the case, Spirit is asking you to be honest with yourself and with others. Or you might be trying to escape in a way, so to speak. So are you hiding from something in particular at the moment, and why? And then again, are you sharing your resources with others? Spirit wants you to take some responsibility and do so. Pisces, let's look at the next card. Okay, the second card is the Wheel. So this relates to the Wheel of Fortune card in traditional tarot. A lot of beautiful imagery here. Definitely look like life cycles. I see a skeleton, a worm, a moth, so the cycles of life. I see mushrooms symbolizing death, decomposition and rebirth, and all of the moon cycles are represented here. So the Wheel of Fortune is coming to you, Pisces. This is a time in your life where you want to make sure your priorities are in focus, okay? Because with cycles, we have birth, life, and death. Things are changing for you, okay? So make sure your top priorities are in mind. If it changes for you in a negative way, make sure you're trying to find the lessons in that. Try to find the beauty in that, okay, Pisces? And then know that, again, everything moves in cycles. So we're in waves, if you will, of life, death, and rebirth, okay? And then the last card that I pulled for you is the 10 of Coins, okay? The 10 of Coins. So the 10 of Coins relates to the 10 of Pentacles in traditional tarot. Here we have this cute little hedgehog just sniffing around in the mushroom patch. I'm just pretty much delighted in its little state of heaven, even though this forest isn't alive and vibrant at the moment. This hedgehog is doing very well for itself. And that's you right now, Pisces, okay? This card symbolizes health, wealth, and a loving family, okay? And you have that, so make sure to maintain that. Be grateful. Always express gratitude for what you do have. Spend some time with elderly family members. They can offer a lot of wisdom for you at this time, and make sure to make precious memories with children and the kids in your life, okay? Now's a great time to do that. I'm hoping that this card is one of those priorities. The stability that comes from this card could be stability in your career as well, not just in your home and family. Remember keeping your priorities straight when the Wheel of Fortune is present, and make sure to be, make sure you're being true with yourself and others, and sharing resources if need be, okay? Okay, but that's a lovely card to end that card deck with. And the last card deck that I'm going to use for you today is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, Pisces. I love this one. This is my favorite. Oh, we have one that flew out on the table, but I feel like this is your card as well. So we're just going to pull both of these cards. Okay, and I pulled them both in reverse, so I will read to you the essence and the medicine surrounding both of these cards, okay? The first card that I pulled for you is the Beloved card. What a beautiful card that is, okay? The Beloved. And it shows a pair of hands holding a heart, and the full moon up at the top. We've got full moon energy in the number 5, okay? 5 typically represents change in the angel number book that I follow. But let's see what the guidebook has to say about the Beloved. It says, the Beloved is the recognition of spirit in another and moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the Beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. Okay, that's wonderful. So, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. So, even if there's somebody who's difficult to get along with, the divine nature, if you can recognize spirit in another one, you're to look for that love in each and every person that you meet, okay? The medicine around this card, it says, be careful with romantic love, the kind of love you fall in and out of. Own all the projections you have placed upon the person you are dreaming of. Remember that they are only mirroring back your own deep longings, rather than revealing their true selves. If you fail to notice this, be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. Okay, Pisces? So be careful with romantic love, the kind you fall in and out of with. Own all the projections you have placed upon the person you are dreaming of. Remember that they are only mirroring back to you your own deep longings rather than revealing their true selves. If you fail to notice this, be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. Okay? All right. And then the second card that I pulled for you is the Rainbow card. And this is a beautiful card. It shows this parakeet type bird right here, flying with this beautiful rainbow behind it. We've got the new moon and the full moon represented, so the energy of new beginnings with the new moon and the power of the full moon, the releasing aspects and the extra intensity. We have the number 41 around this card. I also pulled this one in reverse, so I will read to you the medicine that goes along with the essence of this card. It says, the rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of a true spiritual path, which manifest as the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as the full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. At the end of our lives, we can journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. When the rainbow appears, it is an affirmation that all is well and that you are in right relationship with spirit. Well, that's great, all right? The rainbow. However, this was reversed, so the medicine is the area that you need to work on. It says, don't get caught in the pursuit of the illusion of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Find the treasure now, in the moment, by coming into right relationship with those around you. All your gifts are at hand, so obvious that you may have missed them. Be true with your intentions and do not be led astray by daydreams. Okay, don't get caught in that illusion of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, okay? The real treasure is the rainbow itself. It's not a common experience when you have light and water falling at the same time. I feel like this rainbow definitely ties right into this beloved card, where recognizing somebody's divine essence despite their personality. And it was cautioning you in the medicine to be careful of falling in and out of love with a person, okay? And it said that they are a projection of basically you, Pisces. They're a mirror. They're reflecting back what you're putting out, okay? So if you have this illusion of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you might be stuck in a daydream, okay? Not appreciating what you have right now, okay? Maybe this person that you fall in and out of love with, you kind of dream of them to be like some famous movie star or something. That's the illusion of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You need to be grateful for this person for who they are, okay? They might not look like Sam Hugan or Geralt of Rivia. those are my dream guys. But that doesn't matter. You know, they're still a quality human being, hopefully, and you need to value that individual for who they are. Okay, Pisces. All right. Well, this is your reading for the end of the the end of the month of May. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. That helps me be able to create more videos for you each week. And stay tuned to my channel. I will have a reading for you for the entire month of June coming up. Okay? Let me know what's going on and how these cards played out at the end of May for you here. Okay? I'm very interested, Pisces. I'm a Pisces too, if you didn't know that. So I'm taking their messages to heart as well. And I will see you next week.